This is Brian Tarian from the Disability Digest, and you're about to listen to an excerpt of a conversation that I had with some disability advocates that work here at the Disability Digest. And my theme is that disabled lives matter, and one thing that truly concerns me is, in my opinion, there is some clear inequality that exists right here in our own Social Security disability system. So what you're about to see is what the difference is for cases that go to court and their results because of the judges that are selected to hear the cases. And if you happen to draw one of these judges that's less than favorable, your legal team, which I have shown on the right in the bottom right hand corner, is going to be scrambling, because it's just like close to impossible to get a case approved. And you're going to be the person on the left, if you have a computer in the courthouse, just totally frustrated. So at the end of this, I encourage you to look below the video to the resources where you can actually find the site that has all of the disability judges throughout the United States. And you could find what is going on in your local market. And there's also a link there to contact your local representative. And I urge you, if you are at all concerned for your own interest or for the interest of others that are going through the disability approval process, to make an effort to make a difference by contacting your representative. So enjoy the conversation, and I urge you to take action. Join us in the comments below this video, and thanks for listening. So this is a website called Disability Judges that shows you the approval ratings based on the Disability Hearing Office. They call them ODARs. So this is Dallas, downtown Dallas North, Fort Worth, etc. So you can see the percentages over here. Cases approved 46%, 51%. They're pretty consistent. Cases denied, pretty consistent, right? So the point that I wanted to go through with you is, find my props here.
Oh, you have props?
I do. This might take me a couple clicks to get there because it doesn't always go on the first time. Okay, here we go. So this is the individual judges and their award rates. So if you look here, you'll see some disparity in 38%.
I like John Bolt. Or what is it, Kevin Bolt? No.
Yeah.
John Bolt, yeah. He's awesome.
Awesome. Right? And then, you know, you get down and there's
He'll probably get tagged and, oh, somebody's getting their lawn mowed again.
I'm sorry, it's Thursday, and now my dog's going insane because he can see it because we have the windows open. Jeez.
Mine used to be Thursdays last year. Now it's Wednesdays.
That's why you changed the time for a conference call, didn't you?
No.
Yeah.
So look at this one, 11%.
11%.
So
Wow.
let's just think about this for a minute. Somebody has a case, clearly is disabled, cannot work, waits 3 years, goes to doctors, gets all their guidance, and they don't know who they're going to get. in this office, you see all of the judges here. And if they draw Walter, they're
Or
screwed.
Gilbert, 8% Gilbert is.
Yeah, right, right. So my take is, I've recorded this. I mean, my suggestion to anybody that's, out there, the only thing I know how to do that I've learned from others is people should really bitch about this if they want to make a difference. They can contact their local representative and they can say, this is not fair. I don't see how it is fair.
What what's the word I want to say? What demographic does that place represent? So it's North Dallas, so it's minority. So that probably has a lot to do with it.
That could be. That could be.
I mean, North Dallas is mostly black and Hispanic.
Dallas North transactions.
This has actually been brought up in some litigation in the past, where they brought that up when they've gotten a lot of denials from one particular judge. So it has been litigated, I know, but I'm not sure what the success rate was. I know when North Dakota is a small state, but the opposite hearings and appeals also covered Minnesota. But frankly, when there was a judge that was really bad, we would tell our clients, if that's the judge we drew, to tell them the pros and cons of postponing your hearing.
Yeah.
So that you get another judge.
Shouldn't they have the same guidelines? I guess I'm trying to figure out why one is one way of the ends and the other is the other. Same guidelines, right? Or is it personal?
It's the same rules. Like this site right here has comments from people that went in front of the judge, and just like you had said, Cheryl, Judge Walter Orr is a discriminator. So that could very well be why he is at 11%. But the Social Security regulations are the same. Everybody has the same rules, the same guidelines. It is the individual judge's interpretation of it. From my perspective, certainly there is a personal factor here, and I would expect there to be some difference. But when you have a pretty significant case volume, and somebody's at 11%, and others are in the 50s and 60s, that's not right.
No. I wonder who has oversight on that division. Would it be the congressman, or would it be the representative?
I don't know who internally in Social Security has it, but it
wouldn't be Social Security you go to. You'd be the representative for that district.
You call your local representative for that district. Yeah.
That's what I would do, because there's something just off kilter about that.
It's something. It can totally wreck somebody's life. They've worked, they deserve, they go in front, they get a bad judge. And he's not the only guy. I have examples from Seattle like this. So it is a rampant problem that's out there. So, I mean, if it is okay with you guys that are in attendance, you haven't shared your name, you're totally anonymous. I've recorded this. If I can share this with listeners out there so they can be aware and take action. Anybody opposed to that?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. Cool.
Well, what
It does help, too,
what is
when-
the appeals council? What are they? All they're looking at is the rules, and that's it?
So there is I'm optimistic there is some justice there, because what the appeals council is responsible for doing is to determine if the judge adjudicated that case properly according to the regulations. So what would be
to the regulations?
Right, right. So what would be interesting to know, and I don't know if that data exists, is if Mr. 11%, what happens at the appeals council for his cases.
That's what
how
I
many
thought.
have been overturned?
Yeah, that would be a good thing to look at.
Yeah.
You can find that out too.
Here's an 8%er, Rodriguez.
That's what I was telling you about, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. You can find out. It's public record what his overturn rates are.
Yep. Yep.
And it does help to have people contact their congressional representatives on issues like this.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't leave it to Social Security to monitor because they really are out of it by that point.
Mm-hmm.
Well, their goal is to deny people.
Exactly. Well,
in fact, I was thinking that judge that's so high, he'll be targeted by Social Security as to why he's so high.
Mm.
Unfortunately, that's going to happen to him.
Yeah. Do you feel that is